I have to make this video. Number one, because my wife's not home, so she doesn't have to listen to me rant about this, because she's not really much of a political type person, and she doesn't like to hear about it. She's not home right now, so I can try to talk about this. Okay, what happened in New Zealand was terrible. It really was. Okay, with that guy that killed 49 Muslims. Yes, it was terrible. Okay, and then in retaliation, the Muslims go and kill like 160. I think the death toll is actually up to 200 now. If I remember correctly, I was reading something about it yesterday. The death toll of the Muslims retaliating for this guy. They killed 200 freaking people. Okay, in retaliation to this guy. This is just insane. It really is. But what's even more insane? Okay, yes, Trump is a jerk, loudmouth piece of crap. Okay. But what is even more insane is how every time something happens, Trump's full, Trump's full, Trump's full, Trump's full, Trump's full. I don't like the dude either, okay? But just because somebody rear ends me, it's not Trump's fault, okay? Just because somebody stole a loaf of bread, it's not Trump's fault, okay? Somebody goes on a mass shooting rampage, it's not Trump's fault. People have the ability to make their own decisions. I know that you liberals out there don't understand this. You're so screwed in the head, okay, that you're hardwired to Trump's fault, Trump's fault, Trump's fault. I am robot. I am E37522. Trump's fault. Trump's fault. You guys are so goddamn hardwired by ignorant people like the Young Turks, CNN, stuff like that. These people that it's proven they lie. Okay? Look at the Jesse Smollett case. Okay? Look at Jesse Smollett case. None of them actually facts reported. None of them. It was hate crime. Trump must be true because of Trump. Hatred of Trump makes every bad thing true. What happened? It was a big concocted lie that Jesse Smollett made up because he wanted to get paid more. But all you morons latched on to this. You latched on to this whole has to be true because of Trump, evil Trump has to be true. And you latched onto it just because of that. And you believed it. Had to be true because it says hatred of Trump. It's got Trump written in it. It's got Trump's racism written all over it, so it must be true. And it wasn't. It wasn't true. So many times stories has come up through CNN. Look at Nick Sanders. Okay, look at Nick Sanders. All because he wore a MAGA hat. Everybody rolled with the fact that this kid was a smug racist who was doing nothing but trying to beat up a freaking Native American. And you idiots ran with it. Like it was true. Because you're hardwired to believe that Trump is this horrible, terrible person. Why? Because he dared take the presidency away from a woman. So they have been on this crusade to absolutely destroy this guy and everything he stands for. Why? Because Hillary Clinton lost. This whole thing is because Hillary Clinton lost. I mean, Jesus Christ. We've even found out that during the Robert Mueller investigation, we found out that whole entire Russian collusion was an absolute fabricated crap. That was collusion between Obama and Hillary Clinton to slander Donald Trump just so he would lose the race. It was fabricated. It was all a lie. Every bit of it was a lie. There was never any Russian collusion. Even though you liberal people are still going to sit here, no, there had to have been. No, there had to have been because Obama, Supreme Leader Obama said so. So there has to be true. It was a lie. But you believe it because you have Trump derangement syndrome. You do. I don't even like the guy, okay? But I'm not going to blame him for shit that he has no part in. He's got no part in it. Unless Trump was over in New Zealand with a gun himself, I'm not going to blame him for what somebody else does. You shouldn't either, but you are so deranged in the head that you do believe this. You do. And it's just ridiculous. Every time something bad happens in America, Trump's fault. No, it's not. No, it's not. Every time your kids do something stupid, you don't want to sit. If somebody says, well, it's kind of your fault, you go, no, they're their own person and they make up their own decisions. But every time something bad happens in the freaking United States, Trump's fault, Trump's fault, Trump's fault. Jesus Christ. It's ridiculous. I don't want Donald Trump to win 2020, but you idiots are going to secure his election because every time a Donald Trump supporter gets hated on, they support him in silence.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Shut up, Alexa. Every single time you blame Trump for shit that he has no part in. You silence another Trump supporter because they don't want to deal with this crap. They don't. They don't want to deal with the bigotry. They don't want to deal with the hatred. They don't want to deal with the ignorance, okay? So they remain silent until the polls come. And if you guys keep up this crap, you're going to get this guy fucking elected again. You guys sit there and say, have you seen his approval rating? Because most of the people that actually approve of him don't fucking take it. They don't go do it. They don't sit there and support him in any way until it comes time for the elections. Then they'll show their support for him and reelect him. Why? Because anytime somebody makes any statement towards Donald Trump, oh my God, they're racist, they're xenophobe, they're hatred, they're this, they're that, blah, 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 hate. You guys treat Trump supporters like they are lower than dirt. And they're not. Just because their political views are different doesn't mean they're lower than dirt. You guys acting that way makes you the ones lower than dirt. Instead of acting like a complete dumbass, listen to what they got to say. Listen to their arguments. And instead of name calling and throwing shit out there, defeat them in a debate. Actually, use your intelligence that you're saying you have because you didn't vote for fucking Trump. Use the intelligence you say you're having and have an actual discussion with them and defeat them in an argument that way. Instead of Trump supporting retard, racist, homophobe. I got a couple of people that I work with that are gay that are Trump supporters. So obviously they're not homophobes. I don't agree with them being a Trump supporter, but that's their choice. Welcome to America where you have the freedom to choose. And all you people that are hate towards people that do like Trump are the same people who sit there and sit in their bathrooms with a box of Kleenex bawling your eyes out because somebody disagreed with you. You want everybody to agree with you and then hate everybody who doesn't agree with you, and all you do is slander, throw comments, and act like a kindergartner. If you really don't want Trump elected again, grow up, act like an actual adult, and use actual conversation to defeat these people's arguments instead of throwing hate comments and slander just because you don't like what they say. And stop blaming Trump for everything. It's not Trump's fault that some asshole went on a psychotic shooting. Oh, it's Trump's fault because of what he says. I don't care what Trump says. I don't care what Trump says. When the Democrats have had their fair share of people that went off the rails, okay, you guys are the first ones to say, oh, you can't sit there and blame the Democratic leaders for somebody that does something. It's not their fault. That person has to be held accountable for their own actions. But then when a Trump supporter goes and does something, you don't say, oh, stop blaming Trump. No, you go, Trump's fault, Trump's fault, Trump's fault. You can't have your freaking cake and eat it too. Okay, if we can't blame the Democratic leadership for what some other psycho Democrat does, you can't blame Trump for what some psycho, not even Trump supporter. The New Zealand shooter wasn't even a Trump supporter. He absolutely hated the guy. Why don't you actually read his, whatever the heck they call it? He actually wrote a book about everything. He absolutely hates Trump. Despises Trump. But he hates radicalized Muslims more. And then he did what he did. Wasn't Trump's fault. He hated the guy. He absolutely hated the great orange Cheeto, as you guys call him. He absolutely hated him. So you can't blame Trump. Plus, you shouldn't anyways. What Trump does should not matter. Because it's always flip-flop with you guys. A Democrat does something bad, it's not the Democratic leader's fault. A Republican does something bad, it's their fault, plus the Republican leader's fault. This shit needs to stop. You guys are dividing this country. The Trump-supporting Republicans and conservatives are not dividing this country. They're embracing this country with open arms. Your guys' absolute hatred is what's dividing this country.